Of owning your dream homes, EJ Investment is here for you. Secure our quality bungalows with 2, 3, or 4 bedrooms, or our story buildings, 3 or 4 to 5 bedrooms at very affordable prices with flexible payment plans at our Sanyang Seaview Estate, where you can enjoy the cool breeze with modern infrastructure such as tar roads, covered drainage system, modern electrification with street lights, gated entrance with security posts, and social amenities such as gas station, shopping mall, medical clinic, park, schools, children daycare, and a lot more. Our dedicated team of professionals will keep the estate clean at all times, provide security and patrol team within the estate premises, install latest technologies such as CCTV, Wi-Fi, home network installation, solar panel, and power backup system. Also, check out for our additional home facilities and interior design service such as premium tiling, wall plaster, home landscape, fingerprint home lock, and a lot more. Visit our office at Senegambia Kololi Highway and get a free site visit tour, or contact us on 4464-838. WhatsApp us on 3259220. Or you can visit our Facebook page or Instagram on EJ Investments. EJ Investments, we are first in properties.
All right.
Honey, did you remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But don't you know about Baluo?
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 What is Baluo?
Baluo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate.
Tell me how Baluo works.
It's very simple.
Just log on to baluo.com and shop, or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baluo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria, or Mali. Baluo, better than sending money.
Members of the press, members on the high table, victims present here, organizers of Gambia Women's Life Matter, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all good afternoon. Before we proceed, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Tom Manjai, Nam for Banjul South. We highly appreciate your presence. Mbama Care Foundation organized this event we're gracing here today, and they would like to thank Mali Charity Foundation and Aisha Singate Foundation for their continuous support concerning Gambian Women's Life Matter. The Gambian Women's Life Matter movement is an initiative that was founded in response to the growing issue of maternal and infant mortality in the Gambia. Many of these deaths could be prevented if the correct actions is taken beforehand. For the past few weeks, at least 3 women have been dying every week. The recent cases of maternal mortality in the Gambia are nothing short of jarring. A woman gave birth to premature triplets at the Banjul Hospital and was sent home the following day. She returned to the Banjul Hospital due to postpartum hemorrhaging and was referred to the Kanifing Hospital, where they referred her to another hospital, the Royal Victoria Teaching Hospital, where she passed away. We want there to be a law or policy that would allow women to stay in Gambian hospitals for at least 2 days if they choose to. especially if they had a complicated birth. We also demand that the healthcare professionals conduct tests to ensure that women will be alive and well when they go home after giving birth. Had this woman not gone home a day after delivering her babies, her life may have been saved as she would have access to emergency care. In another case this week, a young woman in Birkama Hospital was pregnant and she suspected that her unborn child was diseased inside of her and informed the hospital, but they did not take her claims seriously. A very bad odor started coming out of her mouth, which eventually blinded her. The hospital later discovered that her unborn child did in fact die inside of her. The woman is now blind, unfortunately. Additionally, this week, we received a request to find a blood donor for a pregnant woman who urgently needed blood. Luckily, we were able to find a donor for her who eventually donated the blood. However, the hospital allegedly forgot to do the blood transfusion and the woman eventually passed away as well. Gambian hospitals and healthcare centers need to commit to preventing more infant and maternal deaths, especially those that are easily preventable. Again, the Gambian Women's Life Matter Advocacy Group would like to take the following demands on behalf of all Gambian women. One is provision of adequate financing of the health sector, formulation of appropriate policies based on evidence-based medicine guidelines, provision of proper healthcare infrastructure and equipment, adequate supplies of drugs and blood, improved transport and communication network, information and education to promote health-seeking behavior, confidential inquiry system to provide detailed information about maternal death and the publication of such information and tracking of recommendation made, access to quality family planning, incorporation of emergency obstetric nursing care in the entire nursing training curriculum, mandatory continuous medical and nursing education programs in maternal and child health care, and 10, provision of standard primary health care service in all regions. 11, establish a joint commission to regulate and monitor all activities of private and public healthcare centers, hospitals, laboratories, and pharmacies in providing safe, effective, and quality healthcare. Sincerely, Matida Bojang, co-founder and president, Gambian Women's Life Matter. This was a press statement by the organizer. And as you all know, the victims are here. They would like to share their experience. The main person that will talk on behalf of the victim will be on his way soon. But meanwhile, I'd like to introduce my members here on the high table. On my far left, I have Rohi Yatasi. Rohi Yatasi, you're welcome. Next to me, I have Swadu Jame. And then on my far right, I have Fatou Jaumane, advisor of Gambia Women's Life Matters. My name is Sally Job. I am, I guess, a partner to this organization. I help them by spreading their information to the press and also anyone who's interested about this trending issue, which is women dying a lot lately. Because as you all know, last year, no, not last year, 2 months ago, we organized a march pass regarding maternal mortality in the Gambia because a lot of women lost their lives. We thought after that this whole case will reduce, but from the look of things, it seems like it's becoming a trend where women will have to die while giving a bath. Most of these is caused because they lose a lot of blood, and some of them it's because of negligence. Maybe also transportation could be a factor because some of them before they get to the hospital they've lost a lot of blood, and some of them is due to there is no blood in the blood bank, and Some of them is also because of maybe the care the nurse should have take on time, they did not. If you look at the case where the woman who lost her sight from her child dying inside of her stomach, she noticed, she went to the hospital and told them she lost her baby, but unfortunately they did not take her seriously, according to what is written here. So she lost her sight simply because she felt she lost her baby. But because maybe the nurses did not take her seriously, she had to lose her sight, which is very unfortunate. We all know how the hospitals here in Gambia. Recently, myself, I was sick and admitted, and I saw a case where a woman was, she lost her baby, a 6-month pregnancy, due to some heavy workload she was doing at home. So when she came to the hospital, it was a private hospital. They tried several times to induce the baby out of her. It was proven to be very difficult. So they had to rush her to a public hospital so she can get that pregnancy out of her, which the baby is already passed away. And the husband said he doesn't have money to pay the ambulance. So the hospital had to, the doctor had to, be so stressed out on the husband that if you do not make efforts, I don't know how you will get the money, but you have to make effort for your wife to be transferred to RVTH so this can come out of her, because the baby was already gone inside of her. So it ruptured. It would cause infection that might affect her. And these are things that are factors of why women are losing their lives. Some of them is because their husbands do not really care. Some of them is because maybe the hospital do not take the right measures. Some of them is because maybe they lost a lot of blood before they had transfusion. And the whole initiative is to, at least if not put a total stop to it, but make sure we minimize the number of women dying from maternal mortality every day, I would say, because women deliver every day. And it's quite unfortunate that this is happening to mostly people that are not financially able to take care of themselves, because if you maybe have the money to travel out of this country to deliver your baby, lucky you. Some of them, it's very sad. I mean, like I said, the floor is open. If anyone have a question, the victims are here, they can speak about their experiences.
Gambian women's lives matter. This is exactly what they've been asking for. We are looking for a holistic approach to this. The problem is not just one-sided. Just as Sally said, her experience at the hospital, sometimes it's the hospital staff's fault, sometimes it's the victims because they don't attend their hospital checkups regularly. So nurses definitely cannot tell if they have serious issues until the day that they deliver. And just as you said too, few nurses in the hospitals, like one nurse will cover a whole floor of maybe 12, 13, 14 people. Probably that's why they are sending these women home, rushing them out immediately that they deliver. We're not here to point fingers. We are just here because we think this is a very grave situation. This is alarming. Young women are scared to get kids or to get pregnant because they think our hospitals are a no-go area. So this is what Gambian Women's Life Matter wants us to do in collaboration with the government, to take a holistic approach, see where the problems are, and let them know that this is a very serious case. Every week, we have so many young women dying, maternal and infant death. You are either going to lose the mom or you lose the baby. So it's very alarming. So Gambian Women's Lives Matter is just nudging the government. Hey, can we pay attention here? We have something serious going on here. Maybe they know some parts of the problem, but they don't know the overall. So we want a holistic approach where they will sit and do serious investigations. Is it the shortage of doctors, shortage of nurses? Is it the victims? What's happening at home? So that we can educate the masses, more. If you don't go to hospital when you're pregnant, when complications come, all of a sudden, nurses cannot handle it. Either there are no equipment or there are not enough nurses, or the matter is complicated, it's deep-rooted, they cannot So all of a sudden get rid of it, and we either going to lose the baby or lose the mom. So if that answers your question, I think what the Gambian Women's Life Matter did was they wrote to the, yes, I'll give her the floor to answer all your questions. They wrote to the government, putting forth their concerns and their fear and worries, because we want us to collaborate. They want to talk with government, help each other, because even in these hospitals, like something is happening, everybody will be looking for blood all over, and that should not be the case. We should have a blood bank that is, continually furnished to be available to the victims.
We have to speak in local languages for the sake of the masses. There are so many people that would want to understand what is going on, and probably they are not they're not fortunate to understand English. So, Mbama Care Foundation, Gambia Women's Life Matter is the slogan. Mbama Care Foundation is the body. So yeah, because jigéen yu bari ñu ngi ñàkk seen bakkan si labor. So because of jigéen yu bari ñu ngi constantly ñàkk seen bakkan si labor. So Mbama Care now mu ñëw ak slogan boo xam ne Gambia Women's Life Matter lam ko today. So the organization is called Mbama Care Foundation, but then it's in support of stopping maternal death and infant death in the Gambia. So mu ñëw ak Gambia Women's Life Matter. Yeah, because dañ ko aj ku nekk si sa Facebook. So government bi xam ne nii ne jigéen yi nekkut ne dañ war a biir, sorry for my word, ñu dem si lopitaan just to deliver a baby loo xam ne it's normal. Yàlla moo wax jigéen mun ngaa jur doom. So why is it that something loo xam ne is nature war a nekka jigéen yi a fear factor to them, a fear factor to them. Nga war a dem wasin yaa ngi xalaat, am na ku ma doon wax sa góor la si boppam comme jabaram bu mu diwee pour dem wasin mu ngi doon xalaat not because of jabaram, because kooku mu ngi doon dem regularly on mu ngi doon dem nurse, but mu ngi xalaat lan la moo fekk si lopitaan bi ndax su fa demee du fekk foofu noonu, because moom si boppam dafa make sure ne mu prepare jabaram before muy dem, xam na jabaram blood group am ne kii nii this is her blood group, make sure ne ñu ut koo xam ne blood type am la ñu screen deret bi. They were very set, but then again they were scared ne suñu demee si lopitaan bi na dinañ fekk right nurse foofu noonu koo xam ne liggéey bu moo def bugga na ko si biir xolam, because am na yenn midwives yoo xam ne nuñ dee waxee ak patient sax yow si sa boppa danga dee wonda ndax kii nii jigéen la si boppam, because nit du mun a soo gisee nit dee bàyyi këram mu ñëw si lopitaan because they come for the care, waaye su nit ñëwee pour care boobu noonu nga ko jaani o di waxaa moom mel ni comme yow nekkuloo foofu noonu to care about these people. It's very alarming. And comme nim ko waxee rek lii dafa nekk loo xam ne dafa umba lu bari problème si fu nekk la nekkee. Sometimes am na yenn jigéen yu biir yoo xam ne pour dem na wax sa problème la de nekk ñoom tamit ku wax li nga wax li because doo mën a jël biir from bi nga conceive nga toog si kër bi doo dee jël your proper medication, nekkuloo di jël sa proper supplements yi nii lekkuloo lekka bu baax, because ñun Gambia fii dañ foog ne lekka bu baax mooy ganaar ak diwlin, whereas there are so many foods yoo xam ne nit ñi ñoo xam ne nutritionist lañ la ko dee wax dafa am yenn lekka yoo war a lekka loolu noonu dafaa yokk deret sa yaram ba pare daf laa jàppale may la doole, but so many women tamit nekkuñ di lekka lii. So dangaa gis ne scenario bi ma docteur bi explainal jigéen bi moo ñëw foofu noonu pressure bi was so high that they had to manage her. So kooku noonu su fa dee woon dafa nekk another maternal mortality boo xam ne jigéen bi it's her cost because teelut a dem lopitaan on time. Ba leen tamit danga dee am cases yoo xam ne jëkkër yi pour ñu jàppale seen jabar yi ñoom su seen jabar yi biiree rek pere nañ si dañoo dem toppatoo seen soxla, jigéen bi mooy defal lu boppam yëpp. So góor yi tamit dañu war a jàppale seen jabar yi from depuis buñ conceive up to ñoo deliver. So this is a major problem boo xam ne it falls on, I think everybody at this point have to take responsibility, from the pregnant woman, from the husband, to the healthcare, the nurses, and also society at large. The foundation organizes a page where they support women. For instance, in most cases, they will have a woman at the hospital who needs blood. They will write on their page that we need this certain blood type. Help us donate this person. They would make sure they share this message everywhere, and also have people that they will contact directly that are blood donors. They give them blood, and also they support these women financially. Some of them, maybe they're not financially strong to buy their medications or their supplements. They support them through that. But as you all know, it's a foundation. We cannot support the whole Gambia. I mean, most women need support, and this is a foundation where the owner is not that financially strong. They just need support from other people that donate, and then they pass it through to these people that need the help. It all starts from the government. These are things that is the government's responsibility. Every organization wants to just support because these things are not happening from the government. But then again, we know how it is like. It's not as if they have what it takes to support every woman all the time they come. There are certain times where even before to have access to these blood can be a problem, because we know Gambia here, we don't donate blood. Recently, my birthday, what I wanted to do is, instead of organizing a party, I wanted to create a program where I will have people to donate. When I talk to many people, some of them were like, man, awma deret sa boy man mangi me man sama pa mangi ñaka deret. And people think you have to have some certain weight and look some type of way to be able to donate blood. You might be even thin, but you have a lot of blood in you. So we need sensitization, which the organization is doing, sensitizing people to constantly donate blood. And then also, if any patient needs blood and they don't have it, the organization writes on their social media platforms to find access to these bloods. And then also they support them with money and other provision if they need it.
Okay, comme ça, akami nyene kajang in a local on yung mandinka, because nga believe lo ko nying, I mean foundational, like ninko Gambia generally, I mean si jama le biji. So mbatu ko so sa ni afoni mandinka kawala. Comme Gambia Women's Life Matter, alo ta nyina kama musol ma ko Gambia jang. Surtout ntol musu dindingol milibe wulu kan sign tenting. Okay, akami nyene kajang nga na match pass kele 2 months ago. Nga letter write to president's office, but still now man jabi ro soto. Imang jabi fenna. Andu femman taraka change jam, femman taraka improve jam, nga mine jeje sign abegina was kanne. Because since then, mbena kata kol ke kanne, ka musu kono mal ma koy milyalan koy ka fa, I dingol ka fa, ika premature soto, ika lose blood la, o comme like sign ten cases sol milbe keri min blind ta, milye triple soto itata, dol fonga tata, dingol tata. So still na ngajel ko man sakunda imang katakuke nyumpuo kono. So ntolle ben effort try kan pour ning, I mean foundationally join hands in hands to work together. Isaji ngaje ko nse kuso tono je soma mimbe banko musol ma koila. Because nga believe lo ko musol la ka nation o sambana. So without musolu Gambia titanu nyato. Nation titanu nyato. So wolati na nga ken sula quality. Puru kaje ko ni min fota yelo la Gambia Women's Life Matter be lorin jele ya finance ye blood dealer the type you need ya finance ye paso di wo individual lo mil kata ka dono ke lopitano to but still biringa ni match paske nga na lateral safe even at the media ngaje ko still now lopitano fana mantara effort make kan no sol mantara effort make kan doctor fana mantara effort make kan so sa e tol ka minejo ko ntola fault lom walti but if any complication also the doctors and nurse e kamin complain ko government imang hospital equipment all provide ye imang drug sold soto imang medication all soto so mi aje ko fana way ntol batandi le musol fana nanyin amin saya be siari nyamin momo be wulu kan sayin ikijo ka tare faralale o dol ma hani ka pregnant ka konoma dol fana ma hani ka denanol soto because of asunta nyinella bari mbena effort be ke kan but still now improvement manke je government mamuta kuti min serious ta so wo fanna la dal na match pass amang ke ko kula mi yalon ko ayen nafale still aman nafa still then man improvement je so nin se ma ko ro soto no masakunda bul leftale ni do ko ke ya understand ni ngana bulol ka fu nyola mbe ngana ay desol fay ñokan nga do ko ke nga banko musol makoy nga dindingol makoy.
Everyone, I would like to speak in Mandinka. because we have our victims here, their families are here. I would like to speak in Mandinka so everyone can understand. Mbalbe konton victims of the family, momo ya longo albe bentajang. Mbalbe konton na sangola tala alma nima nin kafar kelay. Mbedwale alma la jongol sone yala alma dimbaya min fanantu koma. Alma dimbaya min fanantu koma alma min be sambala nyame ngal ko wota ko yala antol fanan Gambia Women's Life Matter be janne comme nal ya commencé nyame doron pour ka dindingol mako ya antol bo continuer lale pour ka dindingol mako ya bari victims of the family il fele sirin de nanol fele de nani fula fele abama fatale il fele sirin jam laftal camera le victims of de nanol fele jam laftal ale de nanol ta dol fanan fele ko ma jana triple dindin saba ibama fata ay dindingol ñin tujang. It's very very sad ñin dindingol musule ka dingol topotono musule ka lafi adingol yeke ay dingol le daji ko min soto nte mu musole ti sila nit muso fata ay dingol tujang family be jele bar mil be topoto la bari muso ka lafi ka dingol topotono ñame wo be muna ya sabu muna yo be sabu mil be keri lopitano to muso fele a banta tili saba adingo fata kono atata lopitano to imalon ko adingo fata kono le tili saba. It's very very sad Gambia mune lata wokan anya finkita. It's not fair abimu yele quality ni tata lopitano to ni la yelo mankita ntol mo jamal kan kumandile every day media ya long ima long mol kan kumandile musol be fala every day ñin 2 weeks o min tambita dinani 7 dol ni bal be kata ñolale bar dinani 7 wala be jam million koy i bal fata e dinanol fili jam i fele different people wala ka ñin dinanol ki susundi. It's not fair dindingol be kumbola dol be je ni bal fata abuka aka tilisa bala kan dinanol ñing ifane fa because man sunju nono ñing e ma soto nga match ke janne 2 months ago ndiamuta nga saferol ke dulal beto jabiri manke no response ndiamuta le dulal beto mo man jabi fitimo fele ay statement no de kabrala musota lopitano so mune keta je abe keta nyaadile aya fale.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Ntel la musomu adama daboti ni ñinde nano sabobu la muso kono ya maluma min ko ni ka enta simito de fe simito suto 3 o'clock kono ya ma nga samba banyulun di laptan abi jele fo selfana selkola musu fulale be mbulu ngan na musu ke bale samba selfana selkola le na muso yin kol ako nyadabo ako adama wulutale ako ay sungutun din kilinde na te fola bari no sol ko amam pare adesta kili nte be so kono je afte na tan kol kote ya fo nye ko ay filandungo li wulu filandungo jula yin wulu le fa pareta no solo ya ta kote ke ba sawundi kam bundo kono kilungo falan jolonta kilungo falan jolonta kete saba yen kol namuso yen kol akonya ko adama wulda sabandungo le wulu ko hani ngal tele yen kol alkole ay filale wulu after pareta kote ali yen kol kote ko ay sabali wulu no so fanko namuso nye mobile di kemal mobile di nanni kemal diamu no so yen kol ako itele ibrahima dabot ko hantele mi ibrahima dabot ako sina laptan to san san bajulu laptan ila muso wuluta sabandungo le wulu ko ay sabandungo le wulu ko sina na ise danku no molma san san ndara laptano to ngana musu tere je nga adama tere je nga denanol tere ibilarin ila fenke laron kanje ntele be jele fo dimanche lu be je fo fitri sal kola iko abe damin ton tabulala bi bar soma le mbabulala awulta dimanche iko te soma le babulala soma fano keta teneo ite tara banjum na muso yin kol ako dabo ako yanta ka taxi o ki mol kanja san pour mol ese so kono dinu ko mol nyanta fintla le place o man soto e be kono to je bay kono to le fintindi banta perengo to sita jele muso mi de nano saba wulu amanke operation ta de nano saba ya wula fangol e fintindi banta sita perengo to je e moto batu mbama fele sire ntele mbama ko la be wulin kamma mbama e taxi mano kol utara itara na muso yinta iseta sokon abi sokono atara tenengo talata lungo suto ako anyaka min anyaka min aka fono dara nga taxi uta o araba lungo taxi uta samba kan fi banjulu di lapta ba futata ji ko yelo le maketa ko ayenta yelo busi sabale sotol yata na muso fanga le jita laptano ko adunta ambulance ko no etar fu kan fi laptan ye samba kan fi laptan adunta ambulance ko afanga le jita singola dunta laptano ko no illar ngota ya diala yente ko yelo ntata ina yelo juwe nga be groupe kili nga ko ma faran ko lu fanan nat aro man tere groupe kili nte yelo bus kili ndita nga bule buluje ko soma ko mbina ndi mo fula fanan bina pour ay ma ko yelo yalo ñi de mu de ke ya batle fu suto tare yelo busu fula le nat ya te ya londi na musoy e pri yelo wondo la feso be tenita balo be finta singol be finta ale mako albem fala ntel fa be je no so fa ba da soro ni alon tele be fala mu ndati nenata mbama fela sire ko to ma be tamal la ko sa lefta pour ni adama e diamo ak ni lefta video call ke pour ni adama e diamo mbama e video call kay mobile ka lundi adama la tek woni ba ko to ma ni adama be diamo ko ma war sabari be kende alal no so nata mbama nyori mero ali bojang alla ko siat ali bojang aba fa ale mako ale min dundin jato ko ni samire bendo ngol tay dundin jato ko albem fala ale nyim bonde jato ko albem fala be jele fo wuraro ite fanga yaje nyamine say nyinke ala ko bele tinyata say itata ambulance ota e mo transfer banyu mo tara banyu docteur nata ay dam soji ba belare diamo tan ni english la ngamba ma kumande ngonna ini diamo we mbama ni kamina kayto ni yelo min dunday kanfin akayto man finti nam so lata jele a wurta faye jele ni bem fala a wurta faye jele fa fata nam so la ko keta nyawul nyam musu fulale be mbulu nam musu folo fanga fala be damin fa ko fana kono kuliyatal ban kiyo yem farale to fanga be damin to sayinte fa ko problème wul benteka nam so la sayal say Gambia ali ya jube farawul mi be kay kante la tanul kon mol be sa jube
Ibrahima way sambu asafa mole ate mon experience ka bring ala sista tata brikama loptano to aninga kol kada nyadi le fo anata ba
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin mala tentula ko la mol tentula mol mi jambe tentula ala tayo kola ma fra mo bi assalamu alaikum. Okay, pour que pour stand because keba fa nyamen time otije kumba samun tela salon ba kilin fa kilin tela nga susu nga diala kuma nam mero yon call after 6 akunyi ko kumba fe nga nat nan loptanot before kumba be ko ndo may wol sama nonje after kumba fa nat naje akunyi bari docteur yon sama la pale kanita yero la science mo do kur la nga permission ta jen tara kata yero di that was on Monday ngay mayelo di la after 7 kada 8 kan 7 8 9 ten ma fa no kuma 9 ya sambal lab ten awuluta so nara ngal kayto samba mu docteur am wala lebo wot ngay ko actually nga blood donate la already baraba lab akonyo okay in my present I know so order kay ko ta yelo nyin kamana so ta dan ko na mero bar so ko na motije man tangata so mbo process ko tata ntangi tel tuje so fo somo sur so be kuda ko noketa o somo wonde on hold that ndanga me na blood nge munta ya dile already ya fe ma di for up to around na mero ko somonda ngay ko nyaad londo ngay bal bula ko nyoko xay ko bam bula ba around tilu ma fam 3 kata 4 kay bam bula sabi je fotu kana bula kata nate jinen ka bari ngaman barin ke yelo di yalla no jana ko no yelo ko sa man jare pour jere kula ba because yelo man na di sa it's okay like that ba so nata ko hani musudo ko fanyanta yelo di la das mi no makala mo anda bije ata ka nata ga baloma ay ko nyata ya nyinga nita yelo nata sama lab previously ko one ni pine so nara munne ko in fact ni da munne more than 3 pine sana mero ka sa adoma ya ko ma yelo diala ka birin kunu alma diala in triplo fana kusuta man di triplo fana man di sa kana mutu fana kandida mun tamel limu saban so albande kele nyaadi le o time wolo ndela mbusu na do kama o fon insert stage ma diala for night almost 24 hours collapse ta ina kana ndela mbusu na do diala o so mo fano kete kayta yelo do fana nyini non daba faala aba puntira banta anin kumbo ntata dogu la mbi jayon ko tugum fana akonyo ko ha e fulende ko yero mu mbuso mun di ko tede mun di man kanya say ko asuda fu sabal nte makale nyaade len kay nte ganta di kabirun kunu man son ka diala c'est que dol fana request sa tale akonyo sa suto lay suto ka kabirun kunu suto ngaaje me fitiri ma fa nga bondi fano kete so be ma diala fano kete fane ma diala no fanyen bi suto biso man kanta ko ka ko yela ko again so another finti banta awa diamo la another one sister je mi ala ashtu nada ka fayila formo kono people start coming pour ka donate ko mbu sama ko nani na do diala bar wato time of na anita yelo no taw minna ko time of collapse ta nate mbu fulol kije kilindo nyin tada ko half iman na ko ke no je kira bi ake sutol la ida tatati la blood bidaka sam bon onata joyno nata bo a bon kan fulo kan na mirol fa wilta kata ke wil ke konkon ay ke woltera yakay ko mul bije tawal kunin taban ta jiwa fa akay ko nay nada kal kuma de ko smotiji ngetele ja bar ñu hayna la yelo buka be bon kan bankot fulo kan yolo ki ya man anata wana wi na man do monde abla je rek ta ya bondi so remendi mbus do ñi e mo ki je fo fat ko be bulu je so mbije so mo tinata na because different date because aketa on Monday night nga yelo diala Monday Tuesday ya fa kabula Wednesday night le nata ndela yelo nga mumbondi nga mun diala on Monday Wednesday night le nata ka diala so Wednesday fa no ka Thursday nata ka yelo kof nata fodno re na standard map nga yelo diala but that Thursday stanu fa lan kata make no bam style nga ta make no la akunyo time ta bibiron san nan kay ko bibiron sawu ka tambe akunyo ta bibiron san de because nduma muso ko maro wuluta ni da muso wule di nol samba ke susundi nka ko no abaka bare time aba because abalo funding abambanding because muso ko may funle bar na funda ni ama ka jila barate bamlo kontinta kak mo funyo fana dun ta kon so ma ba abu diam kan bare fana abu diam ka bo fu man fana hakilo mon ta ko because ala health condition may be tinna ko no ta bibiron sandro atare ko nyamen ta sera so kono ndan ko mi da so ko ndara ta dugudla because wolne prestam boro bot na tola na tan kana beddo kudla so mon na time so fo su ton sera so kono bije rek na mero yon ko la ko baram so fele akasi so no sol fele ya kuruja nata je nga taxi ta nata di same thing no sol taraje iba kuntum na fo over 5 and 10 minutes ngajal ko ibe bot be mu fraje so moti je mo fiesta ndara lo plantero ngaje ko nyata nyende amanta ni avente ni je ka bije ndara nga no skill ngay ko bare sa mena kita bat bodo jangal mo fem ko mole yang ko manzila office ko nyaw hayala ala kitira mo ngay ko ala ko nga fata mun kita akital do ala kital so safuno ko be kitol nyam yelo ko yelo ko manki fine duma yelo soto sike problem bari nata yelo soto jelo be bulo kono ima diala fotel imam proper handi nan tekin over ma lomba because never do kula night e jida somonda e nyanda mun kele maka personal be bra personal be munyande be kasabila yat ko yat mun kana ni number of person bam bulu jan sain tang e nita nyina mila ni assistant nita nyina sain sai pour mo ise mako no mun e de sete mam fem fo wole c'est mun nata wol sida de yela just basic kankol ke rek c'est-à-dire nyaka sila ikane ko kana fe ko fon discharge bambi nan miro ma remind no bida farantal bulu sokona because yelo be bulu je duko ya discharge already otamala na de ke remind e kana ko yata ya yar fon ala yelo ko le laple e mo son ka dia andi telephone yelo request before aba wulul ani jana ka wulu yelo dita already because kabe ko yelo rek nta mon ta wis dara on emergency immediately jana ka wulu ngaba do fetele action nga yelo bonde ngala ndi lab because nte ame universal donor nte hana manke nyinti nte kete every 3 or 6 months ngata l'hôpital ton de nearest hospital because nga je na kumban dim ka den ka ngata lab nga ko nga yelo jibe ba na ko nyoko siatel sa ngata nga bondi because ndal tala ko nga bugo so ta kon and mo bu kan ko ngata ngala ndi andi ka fendintel ngata ngala ndi pour in case ngala ndi munaka ma moro so sula la no mi yala manke mbadi ngolo na sistalon mbama non signo non bi ya all Gambia badran ko daga harma don yaadi amta yaadi yala freely nta ka bondi wala kama fon nga no bugo fay do daf ko ko bayta man na kumbole jila kula ja nka ko fine banta kumbole jila kula jande nka ko bugo sita kadi no don jande bugo freely everything is record about bugo mambulo ko na koy waye ita ba kumbole jila kula nka prikama janno nka andum kana janne sometimes o nimba around sere kunda ngata janas faje kunda du konta kay ro dile nte das manke ando faal bu ko nte konta ka continue wala rek ba nasita ni ta yelo la nga diala instead ta yelo diala ba diala na fundi ko tani adona mo yelo la wara obu ka ba gana bilit kan nyanta fu jël fan junal fan but fortunately tal no sol fan because they are guilty telephone da fundo mo fo so kono kay ndiam mo fana ngana ko ni diam bi na ko ni ko yam man nga foyeje ha nara so kon le ngana ni ko am bi nga fa nga actually ala kitira mun na joman kuno do nga parla kan nekli jen bakele nga ka sino bakele nga do tano man ka sino dulat nga ko tano man ke feya dulat nga ay bar nga ñim 5 days sol man ke tano nga munje ñala ama impress alla ko nga ko man kilim bi je fa nga diska bi fa je ya to fo ñet fa la ñata to la ya to fo nga is very active nga menda nga mba fo kale ja active because nga la behavior munje aka ke mol ka ñami mol mun ke wali dia e dol bi je e ba tere fambul fam isa ku ga mo yalan ko aman anen do fam montagne bay tele ke control talk to them nicely ye pour ye understand e kam mum foy because mum na dimba ya wana dingo o kono bala wala mind ta damit ani kam damit is different angle so tele ba diam la ye diam ay ku fay understand ya kontaan de ku ya ka kon ya ku ya diam de ku diam do bi nek mo ka kontaan ne bari eta wud la mo kundo hey keteng tayilo kamanang nemanda yilo kamanang ba falale wala na mero fan ku findina kumbota biko yem kay ko nemanda ba falale say amuna kala bo la ku tel tan na wurla fo mol findina mi yalla mo kindel wesel la akstu na da findina da fay ko say mbal nga fay na this women's life matter group nyin kono people start coming different angle o fo mol nata jela mi yalla mo dan 10 people pour ka donate so donin do be sela ngoy ko pour at least one candles pour ya saye pour ya yelo donate no makeno say ndela ba sana pour ga tundul kan ko pata mom fonds no piko 9 people nata pour ka yelo bula ja because nata de dadi ba sela and they are willing to donate ya donate ya tuja mba man ne sol mun kana will sa use nka because defense ne refi jolo de man fen sani countries kili ka sanga ka min e fin malta pour ka min nka fana ma harmadi ya da man nyi nyaawo nyama so okula naran call live ning what martlin nam women life mara de naran call ngasin be experience ne nka actually nka nyi akran tele sister la nka boss we should find a way ma nyi stop la nyami nka because akran tele sister la asukino dola sister la nyami andung abake kan ne every day say muso nikata lebo say e ka fal we are going for dead or alive say muso say na ite bita ka lebo ite hana de monta fala ba no belo concept ko ngata fal ngata sa yalla askino damma rek o say problème le bleu social nole e tension sa winno o say fang fano fa mo fano fa because kala ngata dabi ngata sa bi ko nanda ngala jang ika fani tejeng askene ka fale ha wala no bang no chipti na system ko no obra madam may c'est big problem so ñing mulketa akital bar say mba stop la ñami ñi manke only one association group wote mu ñanda jëm fight la ñi dekal Gambia be la colt whether government no NGOs government parastate mo kilin na ñi dekal mo be la ko ma ñing kili ñami ba ñi stop la ñami aw ban ñami tay please nga mo be daano wala assalamu alaykum ala baraka.
Good afternoon everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Ndito mo Aissatou Sajolti mbata breka male. Last week Wednesday min ketanung breka mal lopitano to I think a start to wato la situation ola jawya wato because mo nekata na sister le sasata no ina tarifa brekama because ala nurse bekeno wala to antenatal bookings. So Birabije on Tuesday night late around 3 a.m. Natana mero kolika tingwalama. So ya samba lopitano to biri ya samba lopitano to anata wulu around 5. Bira wulu around 5 inata na mero natanta call. Komisa na sister wulu tale bara ama dingo muta adingo bantale. Di. So Birabije watan trata kata do ko wala murunta nan jenna ta ngatara je biri ngatara ja kunyo ko bay ka sulata yelolla mutu saba bira dingo banta fo pare so birim bije ngafa ka sulata yelolla ta ko doctor ya ben ta ha doctor mba ma hay ko fo alla jalma research to mi yalan ko ase wala use no fo jandin donol binay ka so yelolla wato mi because dingo balari nyamen ten amantara ke kure anata fo mba ma yelati jam so nde fa na ta blood bank binta ta blood bank mili bije ne lonne mfodata jendunta bongo nyin kono bindunta bongo nyin kono fridge nyi ala bunda is plain glass nata jogo the fridge is empty fentije so nata na antimbaling text on WhatsApp nata fana sister be lopitano to and she is O positive she need blood transfusion puri ba mako le nyame so inata a post on Kerr Fatou ya publish bri ya publish we have a lot of donors. The first donor that came from the first donor I mean so to button on block le all at so that we have like more than 13 donors at the hospital there. So I think I had 3 piles to wato lon nata mbabo toje ba ke bala sister kumba bama afana be sirile bo bunda data aba kumbola ba ke fan nata nyin ka mo nekeda akon yo muso min de jana wala wuluta dimfula bari abijana ka bari monde bari sa ka sulota yele mbusu saballa na ma soto sa en tolo le problem mo mod sa nata fa ila kaytole bira ka kayto fendi folo nga nyin kala ba groupe jumalta kamalo ata kayto sama nata fa nyako bir nga ri nata je ko O positive lo so donol min bije nata folo comme ça entala sister aso but there is another woman here me along cause she also need blood e nata aso bir yaso abije ye fulakae baro fulo fango ni tata bir ka malo petano do it's like ibe tarre no kan ne wato wadi ke nyin nga fa yakele fe make anin donol fon nata ni e donation o ke blood bank itele bita kayto murundi la lebo unit ka tan dila ko min na tan na moso yelola aya so yelola already sai isita ita kamananji alena ka bala because my sister's kid that was how it was nte fangol ta tan no so kuma nin kana sister yelo so tole akon nyalen ka ba blood bank akon nyimbita kamala we were there for more than 25 minutes amanta kaman na ta no kan ko den kay kamine batu na sister yelo be janal akon nyin kanyina topoto wayna nan ka nyin already a kun so tole my sister ma kun so ita la yelo kamala ba o wato la ata kula box ni saka ata kamana bra kamana ko den do fona na ta na emergency tata woto ndata ko mandi na je ko ten anata na sister la yelo ke so be an sister la yelo ke so nyul dinni bama nyum fulandingol bama wo bije bi wo donol yo fonanso watara nyum mama bi diningol mama bije nta ta je ko tanga nyini ka fo yala yelo keleba ikoy ba kelale ka nyindol le batu follow so I was making the follow ups fo haje ko yake bar biri yake fa meta inata fulale kay e mondo kay so the woman was there the late kumba abije so tilibula ma fa ko dalika ja fi siyasa le bara bu ka finti banta katara laare laara ngol kandaro so nde fa dara jinga bayde bu ka finti banta de ako nyin singol bele be babare ye dawo dalo mbala be babare so I cannot walk so abije mul ba atonyen kanjero so bira abije fu suto ala mero ko natana ente tallare ne mbama perengo to je ata ko kumba ye sasa dole fintinde ko te mbama kay muno sasa de aka kumba hena bukan nijino anijo bele sukita so ntolbe tata je ana bama ni mbama nga jube comme ala siso nyin sukitala bira siso la suko ya fenke rek doctor nyin natana with other nurses like 4 or 5 nurses mil benunje because yata admit jail be natana ya jube for some time inata oxygen lo bire oxygen lo rek mero ko bare alka oxygen lo ni mieten afata iko hani amanfa so ala fulandingol be laare laran kan jibe kumbola so ntana ka kilimo sika mero fa ngoy kilimo sika ika amanfa oxygen lo less than 30 minutes. There is one Cuban doctor mi ala tata o commande na la bunga kona be laare njire bide ya commanda natana a jube rek ya ke fenko kono stretcher ka ya samba dead house but while already e ma fa mero nye ka bantale I have been telling ke ba call no pray nana bira natana iko mero ike samba banjul lopitane fo mero tata ala basol ala bagasol mil bebe lopitane no nta ponga ya ma ko ke killing park no so mero was on standby that ambulance wala kana pour ka nyin samba banjul lopitan fo biran ayaje wato minaye free fenko kamana ya landi free ambulance fengo stretcher ka samba dead house. That was the time that she confirmed that Adingo fatal. Brikama Lopitan is a major health center in this country, but I think the hospital is not functioning. Brikama Lopitan, after Fitiro, ni sumuna ye muta, there is a space behind the labor unit, ikata jonkongota dame. Sasa tol belari wo bungola kon. So wo mus jata kende ala fawti at the first place. Ke babal dindi wal nin ke bal ni musol be. There is a toilet within the premises there. Me alon kon hilafta kataja you pay $2. That is understandable. Maybe min ka take care ko jo wala ni odezavelo nim fengol. But why should that place be closed after 6 o'clock in the evening? And we have people who are sick there. Ngamili sota mili escort so late katara jele pour kata fengo is a problem. Brigama Lopitan, Firiji Fulale Biji. If other hospitals are complaining of imam Firijol Sota, that is not the case in Brigama Hospital. Firijo Biji le mi alam Firiji ba fulalong. But if Firijo man na faso de nyanta bun leje, baram Firijo kensan wala katara je yele bukatara akono. Nindonol fonatana. I don't know how they call it. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Hepatitis. Is that how they call it? Ikata sanne $100 follow. If the donor is standing there. If you don't have $100, you have to struggle and get the $100 first. Ni also to yena yellow tie confirm whether the individual is fit to donate or not. But as I never $100 strategy, how would that case be? Is the question here. And we have a lot of qualified doctors here, but they are VIP doctors. Me, that's how I would call them. Because these small nurses will be there doing the job all the time. But it's only when emergency occurs that is when they will come. Or else, if you ask them, where are you? They will tell you, I'm at theater today. I'm not at the labor unit. So are they expecting every woman in labor to be operated, to go through surgery? I don't think that should be the case there. So we are appealing to the Minister of Health at the first place. We get to the Minister of Women and Social Welfare. Kabiri nyungu waketa mamo ya IDM, mamo ya press conference, maja lopitan mim visit. Even aketa, I don't think the media is aware of it. Come to our female ministers within the government. And they are women. Can all our people in the community, in the country, afford to go to private clinics? Compare how expensive these clinics are. We as poor people and we the taxpayers doing all stuff to them. Why can they answer to our calls and help our women to have safe delivery? I think it's something very, very important that Mansakuna Nyanta Nyasiol Kreji, Gambian women's life matter. It a continual and for what Juma, because I don't think there is sustainability in what we are doing. Nintata, people like Mbama Care Foundation, Shena Buture, and other philanthropists, just to name few, ebe batala. Nitol mambata, milka kodo di mola, purunga yindinding sponsor, will be batala. So, if the government can find a way to stop this, I think it's something very, very important. And maybe this is the few scenarios we can just mention here because time is not there. I wish people can go to Brikama Hospital and be there for 2-3 days and see what is happening there.
Assalamu alaikum bolomi. Man may rohiyata si from Mother's Health Foundation. Just put a snapshot of Mother's Health Foundation. Mother's Health Foundation was set up in 2019 by family members, committed people interested in health. Because come some of these issues, most of these issues, that is why Mother's Health is out. Because health is the business of everybody. Health, no one can do it alone. Yen ñepp wax ngeen ko. Mother's Health, li tax ñu génna dañ amoon information. Myself particularly, I went for cancer screening because it's the responsibility of all women over 50 to be going for screening. So comme yena yi ngeen wax ni yépp is in place. Service providers yi am na ñu doy waar waaye am na tamit ñuy liggéey. Bi ma demee Fajikunda Health Center si la ma nurse bi, the midwife nurse I found there, wax lifin ma gërëm ma tatagal ma parce que man maa fa dem voluntarily. Mu ne ma mère yow day jàmbaar nga parce que jigéen ñu bari duñ fay ñëw te ñu bari balañ fay ñëw dafa fekk ñu am problème yéen wax ngeen ko. So ma ne ko problème si naka mu ne ma parce que jigéen ñi léegi lu bari la ñoo jëfoo muy ay pasti walda, ay laaj, ay sukur, ay lem. Ma ne ko pour lan mu ne ma seen sëyukaay yi pour neexal sëy. Mu ne ma ba jimbo. Ma ne ko man de ni ma magee nii liggéey naa government ba retire te amee parent yaay laa seet laa. Ma ne ko dinaa jël li suma responsibility ma defal ko suma boppam ma fay naaw lu tax jigéen ñi di ko def and the health impacts yi lan laa def parce que yéen dangaa def loo xam ne lan lay di health implications of yi ñoo def nii. Yàlla def si diggante bi ma lijjanti parce que looy def rek foo jaar di nga ko xalaat. Man I have a research background, liggéey naa in government with many people for over 30 years in research. So on the other hand suma benn xale bu ma yar parce que ku ma yar rek dama la dee dugal si mbiri research, kooku tamit di liggéey jàmbur ci benn housing agent. Foofu si la waxtaana benn maire li ñoo wax ne soxla problème danga koo discuss su ko defee ñu teg ko ci taabul bi mu mun a saafara. Maire bi seetul ne kooku moo ko mag parce que mun na koo jur, yàlla def na gis naa kooku si la ko wax yi fi tabaa bi muy tabaa munkoo bi ñoo wax di piris, ñii naan ko joolaa yi naan ko usumbaay, olof yi ne ko póon, ñii ne ko sumbu, façon ngi tur bu nekka. Lan mooy tabaa? Tabaa ñu ne dañ koo roofoo. Léegi maa ngi wax Abdoulaye Kante borom fii parce que yàgg na maa xam, ma wax ko mu ŋaan gémmiñam gi. Ma ne ko parce que loo xamee tabaa mu ne ma tabaa day suma maam daf ko daan jëfoo mooy dañ ko daan póon nii moo tax ñu ne póon. Dañ koo jël lok ko tufli ko mite tux ko léegi nag jigéen ñi jël ko di ko roofoo. Loolu moo waral Mother Self Foundation taxaw ngir ne tawat yi ñoo tawat nii. Keroog bi xale yi di def demonstration bi mu ma fekk si lal dafa fekkoon ma laka waaye time biñ register after biñ register wax ngeen ko dañ need structures yi pour liggéey parce que kenn rek mënut a ñëw taxaw li ngeen a def is very good waaye loolu moo taxoon temps yëpp maa ngi lijjanti pour naka lay defee pour jot leen parce que health issue cannot be addressed by an individual. Government dañ ñu need parce que dégg ngeen liñ wax ne ñu ne dañoo set up investigation, so ñun we need to participate. Ci kaw loolu si la Mother's Health dem si health ministry wax leen suñ vision bi suñ objectif bi ci saasi ñu senal ñu representative from public health ak traditional medicine because tabaa bi ak yooyu ñu ngi ne traditional medicine la ñu am ñaari members yu fa ñëw. Fan la Mother's Health nekkoon maa ko register maa leen jox suma office maa jël suma kër bitik wecci ko def ko office parce que du loo xam ne doonoo si projets yëpp doonoo si ñoom ñoo koo def waaye comme women's life matters léegi Gambian si ñu ngi change the mindset because waruñoo toog di xaar ba tubaab yi ñëw ne ñu oo doonoo si am xaalis nañu lii ak lii ñu ni neen ñooy suulante ñu ni neen ñooy jàppalante. Bon loo xam ne fitna doom aadama la bu jógee si suñ dëkk bi ñun ñoo war a door ñu saafaral ko soo li ñoo def nii lu baax la parce que kenn daawu ko wax. The culture of silence fi mu nekk nii ñu ngi koo daane parce que si loolu rek la moom soxla yi mun a ñëwee soo bi ñu waxee health ñu indi de li fit ñun tamit ñu seet ne lii buñ ko bëggee door man xam naa ñu bari waaye as an organisation amuñ xaalis kenn joxuñu xaalis soo kenn duñu déglu ma ne nañ leen dem ci network against gender based violence ñu dem register fa as a member. Si loolu ma door nag di seet ñi nga xam ne ñoo necessary keroog bi ngeen defee that impact that campagne bi ngeen def straight away ma toog ñu door nag mu am ñeneen tam ñu door di wax tabaa bi ñu sen ma ko parce que ki nekk gender based network bi muy Hadi kii nii Hadi Mbodj at that time wax naa ko ne ko maa ngi set up lii because I'm an gender activist and a gender based member for over how many years so si laa waxa moom ma ne ko lii mu ngi in place waaye since amul xaalis ndanka laay def naka laay def su ma njaboot gi parce que yàlla daf ma dimbale ma dem ba mag mu may ma njaboot gu ndaw muy the most valuable assets in life ma jël leen ñoom laa ebal ci fiil bi pour ñu dem lijjanti seet lanay tabax fan lañ koo jaayee ak ñaata lañ koo jaayee kenn ki mu ngi nii muy Fatou ma jël koo xam ne tamit odli la mu ngi ci lopitaani Fajikunda te moom tamit dina jàppale parce que lu nekk boo ko def rek dangaa lifi ñi si xam ne si lañ bokka soo si la Modasel door di liggéey nag bi ngeen defee that big noise nit ñi door di ma wax yéen day time boobu waay moomi la woon parce que biñ ne waay moomi sax ku ñëw rek dangaa ne foo jaar laaj ma ci saa si ma jël logo bi binda ko parce que xale bi ki ma waxoon ne mooy co-founder bi muy Fatou moom dafa jaaxle be mu tuddee projet bi waay moomi so bi ma dooree di contact nit ñi ñu ne ma project name bi has to be visible si laa ne bon ñu change ko to Mother's Health because dafa omba yëpp gender based képp koo xam ne yaa ngi yëngatu si health lu affect jigéen ñu ne fii mooy plateforme bi pour ñu waxee ko in terms of experience wax naa leen ko ñun ñoo leen ëpp experience liggéey nañ fu nekk fekkee nañ démba ñu ngi liggéey a mag ñi te loolu moom lañ niit parce que ñun tey lañ xam bu démba bi dañ war a oo kilifa yi ñu laaj leen lan a tax parce que ni xale yi deeyee ni dem naa ba ci benn meer muy yumpaañ nday mbay koo xam ne ñu bari xam nañ ko si mbiri sëy ma laaj ko parce que dañ nit pour ñu xam naka lañ daan sëyee naka la ñu sëyee léegi naka lañ daan juree doom ak naka la doom yi seen yaay yi di gaañoon nii basically lii moo tax Modasel taxaw ci tànka yi ngeen taxaw nii liñ leen a wax rek mooy ne ñun ñëpp nañ leen ubbeeku nañ leen liggéey together parce que National Assembly console naa leen console naa honorable Halifa Sallah console naa ki Ousmane Sila because ñoom ñoo amee health committee bi ñu ne dañ xatoon December waaye hopefully January dinañ am quorum pour mid leen so at first liñ doon wax mooy ne ñu def process bi man dama fiiloon ne déegi bari na yaay yaa ngi fee jógee xale yaa ngi fee ñaaka pour nga def procédure toppa process bi dafa yàgga so ñun si lañ doon wax ne advocacy without boundary dañoo fekk nit ñi wax a ñoom forcer leen suñ information bi gannaaw gi ku may invite nii ma ne déedéet ms lifin GSM yi dangaa toog rek ñu seen la information boo xam ne tàgguwu la bon lu tax may tàggu nit ñi man tam si laa jël di jël message yi rek di ko seen nit ñi ma door nag ma ne léegi xaara gannaaw lii fi mu nekk nii mu ngi ëppa loxo dama nit dimbal aw ma xaalis naka laay def ñi nga xam ne ñoom laa daan liggéey in the area of research parce que ku nekk bu déggee propos advocacy group ñooñu ñoo fi ubbi woon budgeti nguur gi ba nga xam ne di budget was propos te Mother's Health dina institutionnel daal loolu noonu dañ ko fi delloo si waat parce que recently bi ñoo def budget bi dégg naa ñu ne the 2021 budget is not propos mu nekk loo xam ne suma agenda la parce que suñ budget bi nekkee propos loolu mooy wane ne lii yaay yi tawat nii muy di essential health package ne ñu ko health wax ñu seet ndax deret bokk na si ndax noos bu baax bokk na si parce que wax ngeen attitude di noos si ci la war a bokka so ñun Mother's Health loolu mooy suñ ité parce que ñun we are doing evidence based advocacy moo tax bi ñu waxee tabaa bi ñu ne nañ leen seet tabaa fan la tabaa di jógee ñan ñoo koo jëfoo lan la leen rôle evidence yooyu yëpp am nañ ko ñu ne léegi si lañ am nañ groupe Sénégal parce que fii Gambia lu bari Gambians amuñ it's very unfortunate lu nekk dañ koo import li ñoo sol dañoo copy li ñoo waxee dañoo copy li ñoo lekk dañoo waxe copy soo moo tax ñu ne bon nag ñi nga xam ne ñooñu dañoo copy nañ wax a ñoom te ñun suñ xaafa ngi fii suñ xaafa ngi Sénégal ñu jokkaleen ñoom tamit ñu taxaw fa mbootaay bu mel nii ñu ne fanati Mali safal yu bari Mali Bissau Guinée Conakry fa laa jógee du dugga si dëkk bi soo yii yëpp ñu ngi lijjanti pour am ko biñ peree nag networking bi ñu seet ñi nga xam ne ñoo yàgga di liggéey ci government te léegi fi mu nekk nii ñu ngi ci international suñ maas gi macha allah am nañ njaboot goo xam ne dinañ ñu jox dépasse ma ne ñooñu nañ leen jël ñoom ñu health responsible pour people's life ma create a network very strong network over 30 ndax 300 members both inside and outside in the diaspora who are working free of charge technical expertise they are providing it tey lu ma concept note bu ma binda ma yónnee ko America Rohi Wada approve ko Jawar Gay keneen ak keneen ñu bari du ñoo bëgg a feeñ waaye yu mel nii danga leen a feeñal because am na Gambien soo xam ne ñu ngi taxaw rek pour gis ne ñëpp jànga nañ ñëpp wér nañ parce que boo gisee yu bari di xew kii feebar dem lopitaan di ñaan noos danga xamul sa right benn noos defalut kenn favor lopitaan defalut kenn favor seen responsibility la ki wax na ko we are taxpayers man victime la before suma doom ji dem naa am naa 12 weeks abortion feebar ñu ne ma threat abortion ñu admit ma ne ma dañ ma war a put on rest ci guddi ga Gambian doctor ñëw ndekete ni ñoo def mooy seen private clinic si seen patients si ñoom la ñoo indi si lopitaan bi guddi mu ñëw raaw kii lu ko jot ñu ne threat abortion kii lu ko jot threat abortion mu ne discharge leen walaay azim suba ñu ñëw ñu ne discharge ma dem teg si ñaari fan yëf ya ëppa loxo ma dellu scanning ñu ne biir ba yaaxu na docteur ne ma ñëwal ëllëg suba teel bul lekka bul naan ma jóg fajar parce que looloo tax man ma ne damaa volontaire si health parce que nit bu lekkee mu neex lekka bi neexu de da nga wér nit su duggee ci moto nga enjoy ko da nga wér nit bu tëddee si lal mu nooy da nga wér looloo tax ñun ñu ne li des ci suñ dundu dinañ jihaad luñ am ñu joxe ko pour wér gu yaram docteur ba ñëw ca biñ na ne ma ñëwal suba teel ñu yóbbu la ñu raxas sa biir bi comme ni ngeen a wax rek doom yi dee si biir yi nii yàgg na fi de am na suma peccar go boo xam ne doomam ji dee na 1 week ci biiram yàlla ko sowe rek te dafa dem noos ñu cek ko ndeke doom ji dee na man ba ma demee ñu scan ma ne ma doom ji fi mu nekk nii li nga amee dundaatut ñu ne ñëwal di next day ma xëy fajar lekkuma naanuma dem lopitaani Banjul laa wax de lopitaan bu mag bi sa jamono googu yu bari nag wecceeku na suba maa ngi fa maa suma méttit ba gannaaw tàkkusaan ba timis yàlla dimbali ma moo forcé boppam génna bi moo génn parce que man bugguma nit ku gis suma tilim noonu laa jàppandeku dem ba sa lopitaan si wanag bi yëfi ne paf génna te ko suma maga ngay jaabante di jaabante mu ne ma yow lu tax nga nangoo dem si wanag bi danga waroon a toog fii lii tilim mu tilim fi ma ne ko man bugguma ko gis suma tilim noonu laa jàppande koo waat raxasu ba set ñëw tëdda ci lal bi xam nga kañ lañ ma yóbbu after 9 lan na tax boobu ñun ñëpp a ngi toog ñu war a dem raxasal suñ biir yi ñu ne gaz amut gaz pour yóbbu ñu théâtre ba 9 si guddi ñu yóbbu ñu ñëwati docteur ba ñëwaat xaaji guddi ne noos bi yéen ñii danga leen war a discharge gannaaw raxas nañ leen nañ dem soo di ngeen gis ne fitna jigéen ñi yàgg na fi waaye alhamdulilah bi jigéen ñi door di wax ñu mel ni suñ njaboot ji tamit ñëw di wax lii niñ ko mun a defee mooy nañ leen boole together ku nekk lii sa xalaat lii sa xel lii sa doole nañ leen ko indi ñu teg ko ci taabul bi ñu wax ñu seet li noos yi war a def li docteurs yi war a def li nit ñi ci seen boppa war a def su ko defee ñun ñëpp ñu am wér gu yaram bon nag ñu ngi leen a gërëm di leen santa ci xel bu rafet bi ngeen am muy Women's Life Matters li ngeen yëngalee àddina si parce que yéen a yëngal àddina si yéen a leen yëngal waaye yëpp nag na ñëw under Mother Cell Foundation ñu teg ko fa kere borom ñetti doom yi fekk nañ ko Serekunda ci saa si ñu nit wax nañ waaye gannaaw ñun amaguñ doole kenn joxuñu xaalis waaye lii lañ bëggoon parce que ñii am nañ ñoo xam ne ñuy jàppalante media bi binda nañ leen fu nekk binda nañ waaye boo amul poste bi rek pour ñu uy la daf dee jafe bon nag waaye dem nañ si ministre bi Minister of Women and Children Affairs dem nañ fa social welfare wax ne ñoo moom yónni nañ ko leeta dem nañ education yónnee nañ ko dem nañ health yónnee nañ ko National Assembly ñu ngi leen a sensi ñi matas ñëpp incha allah dinañ leen boole ñun ñëpp ñu toog si benn table incha allah jërë ngeen jëf.
communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities, all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards. Communications have to flow as fast as the speed of light. Whatever business you're in, having someone who understands your needs is critical. That is why we just don't offer you technology, we offer you solutions. Enjoy Gamcel's internet broadband anytime, anywhere. Your national operator, Gamcel, Yaibaram.
I get it. Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la sto.
Ha, code nyenji.
Okay. What's that?
Nsila ID soto. Sorry. I get it.
Bijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara alla service o tariya.
Mbale.
Mo ki janna nun kunu bara tariya.
Jannom yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbali ya bere. Birim koyna fo kato.
Bari si kodo kino kato ni fo bolong blabe to.
56 branches mola sota Gambia jam. Gambia kono ani Gambia bantala bankol. Nko kodo kiya bere to. Kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta même na kodi to poto nin kodi maraw. Jannom number 1 ti nyonta. Andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale. Wolam nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale de dadi ma ni domorol ni fana beteata. Gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale je.
Wo moyo diat.
Apelenta
baraka. Ni waka ni na lafta nyelen kendol e bina.
Yalo bukani la ko la baraka ba.
Yalo ndel chosano lo.
Baraka.
Yara nyilla domoro ka diate.
Boy. Jannon Seekers restaurant.
Sa na ko be ni na dimbal. Nimba domoro kala janno.
Domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kende ma bije. Luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni. Adi manda wala de. Teka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa. E ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery. Iko fanan be kalele. Badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo fendil lo dunia kono. Domoro betama nyillom international o toda number 1.
Amanke ba domola jandama.
Esa domo jang is atariya.
Wo mu kubandi.
Sa na ko sa futandin.
Oto sa na ko be mu Seekers restaurant.
Ndafa na jannamu yat ni manje dorom bija.
Aban.
Seekers restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.